Well, howdy, people of my internet viewing audience. Basically, this isn't really a get ready with me type of video. I mean, it kind of is. I mean, really. But the difference between this and a get ready video is because it's the middle of the day. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not getting ready for anything. I just felt like doing makeup and yammering about whatever. So that's what we're doing. So first of all, as I apply my foundation, I hope you guys all had a splendid holiday. I know I did. If you didn't see, oh God, if you didn't see my vlog on my Christmas presents and how I spent my Christmas, go check out my vlog channel. It's a real hoot. And if you haven't checked out my candles yet, you know, do that too, because I make pretty bomb candles from what I hear anyway, and I sold like a crap ton of them over Christmas, or before Christmas rather, and people seem to be enjoying them. So yeah, it's a fun time. I like to make candles and people seem to like to burn them, so I mean, you could be one of those people! I've been watching a lot of Jeffree Star videos lately. I've always been a fan of Jeffree Star, which is probably why I got inspired to like just come in here and do my makeup, because like just watching him do makeup like 17 times in a row makes me want to come in here and do makeup. Definitely not as good as he is, but you know, I do my best. So the weirdest thing happened, okay, while I was filming us doing our present opening for Christmas, I had 2 fully charged batteries for this camera here, concealer, that I've never ever had trouble with before. I've never had a problem with these batteries ever. They're, as far as I know, in peak condition. And while I was sitting there filming, I had the camera set up, you know, filming us opening our presents. The battery just like died for no apparent reason whatsoever right before, of course, right before we gave each other the one like massive gift that we'd given each other this year. I gave Mike this custom handcrafted Legend of Zelda light box thing on a platform, you know, and it was super cool. And he got me a GoPro. But alas, the camera did not record our reactions because it was dead. So that sucked. So I went and I grabbed my other battery that I knew had been fully charged, which I keep charged. I always keep one charged so I can switch it out and put the other one on the charger, you know, that's what you do. And I popped that one in and was like, okay, well my battery died and here's, you know, okay, what we got. That battery died too, and I was like, because these batteries, I've never had problems with them, and they've never just crapped out on me like that before, especially after I knew they were charged. It's like my routine to do the charge and switch, charge and switch. It's like just what I do. So I have a theory about what happened, and I'm 100% convinced that there was a ghost. Some kind of weird Christmas ghost hanging out, being creepy, watching us open our presents. It can be creepy or sweet, depending on how you want to look at it. If you want to be like, oh, it was the spirit of a loved one spending Christmas with you, like, that's nice. Or it can be creepy, and it's just like, you know, there's this random ghost watching you guys open presents and draining your batteries so that you couldn't capture your memories to look back on later. Either way, that's what I think happened, because there's no other explanation, and, well, that's what I'm gonna go with. Another reason I'm filming is because it feels damn weird not to. I was sitting here being completely lazy today, you know, watching YouTube videos, and I was like, it feels so weird to not be recording and not have anything to edit, because I just did Vlogmas, and they say in order to integrate something to your routine, you have to just do it repetitively, and you like do it like something like 20 times, I think, for it to become habit. Well, I made 26 Vlogmas videos, and now I'm sitting here like, what even is my life today? I don't know. If I'm not recording something, what am I doing? Okay, today we learned a valuable lesson together. Never spray the fragrance mist and then like talk. Just hold your breath and go away. So, as I was saying, it feels weird not to vlog because I've been doing it like every single day this month. If it wasn't vlogging, I was recording for a main channel video, which is this channel. And it's just odd to just sit there like a fat holiday stuffed sloth and not, you know, record. So, well, here I am. And I'm doing my makeup for no other purpose beyond just having something to do while I sit here and yammer like a completely boring lunatic. And I learned a couple of more things. One of them was not how to speak English properly. I learned a couple more things since my last makeup video, which, you know, was not that long ago. So, you know, I'm always trying to learn stuff, makeup-wise, which is another reason I was sort of binge watching Jeffree Star. Whatever your opinions about him, you know, whatever. He does good makeup. So I did this really, really cool thing on Christmas Eve with my eyes that I wish I thought of sooner. Okay, I just like rocked back on my heels and about wiped the fuck out. Oh my god. Anyway, I did this cool thing on Christmas Eve with my eye makeup that I wish I would have thought of sooner, but now I can do it sort of from now on. But it's sort of. It's kind of like more of a holiday look, especially, you know, with glitziness and stuff. But I'm gonna do it right now anyway because I really liked it, and I could, you know, maybe incorporate it into my daily look if I'm ballsy enough. It's like, I feel like you can get away with more makeup-wise around the holidays, like any holiday, take your pick, because you can claim like, oh, it's themed. You know, this crazy makeup that I wouldn't normally wear day to day, you know, it's themed, it's holiday themed. And people are like, oh, okay. They accept that. It's not like anybody walks around questioning other people's makeup, but I feel like, you know, the ruder people of the world want justification for every single thing. So I'm using that shimmery blue jean thing. Kara actually gave me a tip. She was just like, pet it like hair. This isn't how she talks. I don't know why I did it that way. She said to put it, you know, in the corners to create dimension. I think this is what she meant. See, here's the thing with how beauty gurus talk. And Kara's not exactly a beauty guru, but she could be because she knows a lot. I'm being daring. I'm not looking in the mirror right now. This feels weird. She knows a lot of stuff, and she uses the lingo, and she knows what she's talking about. And whereas I, the little peasant with the drugstore makeup who doesn't know what a crease is or what a transition shade is, when makeup gurus are like, so put a transition shade into your crease. I'm like, what exactly are you saying? You have to English for us lowly folk who don't understand the vernacular. Break it down. Layman's terms, please. Yeah, one thing that actually bugged me was I was actually watching just now, before I came in here, I was watching one of Jeffree Star's videos, and the video that I was watching in particular was him following a Tana Mojo makeup video. And what bothered me specifically was something that I just talked about that I've always had in the back of my head. Like, I hate the way beauty gurus talk. It's nothing against them. It's just, you know, it's the same as if you read like a cookbook or any kind of tutorial or whatever, where the people use the jargon, the vernacular of what they're doing. But if you're a beginner and you're watching it as a tutorial to learn, you're not going to know those words, you know? Like when I was looking up sewing patterns for my Harry Potter robe, they were using words, you know, specific to sewing terms. And I'm like, I don't know what this means. Like, I need a dictionary or some kind of like sewing glossary index, you know, here to look up these sewing terms and what they mean. Like, it would have taken forever just to read a how to do it yourself sewing thing, because I had to look up like 90% of the words they were using. I didn't understand, and they never break it down. So one thing I've gotten criticism on my candle making video, which is like my new most popular video instead of What Goth Is Not, so that's pretty cool, is my candle making 101 video. I still get tons of comments on that thing, like every single day. And either people love it or they hate it. Like, people will be like, oh, thank you, you broke it down perfectly. Like, I understand this is great. It's really inspired me to start doing candles or whatever. And then the other people will be like, you went into too much detail, you talk too much, just get to the thing. And it's like, okay, well, the reason that I did what I did is because there's people like me out there who, when they try to follow a tutorial, they need it broken down for them. You can't just be like, oh, heat the wax. It's like, okay, well, how do you heat the wax? What method do you use to heat the wax? How hot do you heat the wax? How long do you heat, like, you know what I mean? So you have to break it down if someone's a beginner. You can't just say, okay, make a brandy butter and leave it at that. Like, you can't do that. I'm pulling that from the Great British Baking Show holiday special, if you guys wonder why that sounds familiar. Because you have to be like, okay, well, how do you do that? Explain the process. What even is that? So it's just kind of always been a pet peeve. I mean, I get that there's certain words for certain, you know, things that you have to know and use, you know, to say what you're trying to say. Like, you know, if you're a woodworker, you have to know what a lathe is, but in order to learn it, you have to learn what a lathe is. You can't just say, oh, use a lathe, and then not tell people what a lathe is. So it's just always been kind of a pet peeve when people use the vernacular, but they don't explain it. They just say it because they know what it is. But if you're making a tutorial, you're teaching people, so you have to teach all of it. Cycling back my crazy spiel here, my endless monologue, this is what I do, this is how my brain works, is the one thing that Tana Mojo did in that particular video that Jeffree Star was following that irked me. She said, if you are a beginner to eyeshadow, just put a transition shade in the crease. But she didn't explain what that means. And I am definitely not a beginner to eyeshadow, and I still don't know what that means. Like, you know, you can only infer so much from context. Like, transition shade, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it's not self-explanatory enough to where I'm like, oh yeah, I know exactly what that means, and I know exactly how to do that. You know, and first of all, crease. Well, I have hooded eyes, so my whole fucking eye is a crease. So, like, do I just put it everywhere? Like, what do I do, you know? So anyway, that's just kind of what was on my mind there. By the way, I am still doing my eyebrows like this. Like, I've learned some things, but learning and applying them are two different things. Because the things that I've learned about eyebrows in the last couple of weeks, I don't know, it just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't. I have odd eyebrows. And I'm not talking about like the stuff that people like to make fun of me for. By the way, how lame are you that you're making fun of somebody's eyebrows? But anyway, it's not like that. It's just like my eyebrows have always been extraordinarily thick. I have fat eyebrows. Like I have to trim them down like considerably, and they were like caterpillars. And I don't mean like the fashionable Instagram caterpillar eyebrows. I mean, they were just like an obese caterpillar fell asleep above my eye. I had no idea what was going on. So I have to tweeze. Like if I didn't tweeze, let me show you something. If I didn't tweeze, my eyebrow would be like this. This is how much hair would be from this line and up. It would just be like, I would be like Eugene Levy with a little less testosterone. Like that's what my eyebrows naturally look like. So I have to tweeze these mother effers so much and try to shape them, and it's just impossible. I don't know what I'm doing. This is what I was getting to here. You see, I'm so yammery. This is what happens when you watch an unedited video. Like, I know it's edited, but barely. Like, barely. I'm not even lying. I barely edited anything out of this. This is what it's like to live inside my brain and to be in my life. I am just like, I just can't. And it's not coffee talking. This is just how I am. I suppose you could sort of say like, oh, a New Year's resolution of mine is to just be myself on camera more. Like, yeah, I've said that so many times, but I mean, it's true. There's always different versions of oneself as you grow and change, so it's never gonna be like, okay, no, like, this is my true self. Okay, like, I was lying. Okay, this is my true self. Yeah, that was a lie too. Okay, this is my true self. It's like, there's different versions of people's true self because, like, there's, like, you peel back the layers, you know, and it's like an artichoke, only less gross, and, so there's a lot of layers to me, like there is to everybody. I mean, you know, what the hell was I even talking about? See, This is another thing that people used to complain about in my videos, not so much anymore. People complain about a lot of jump cuts in my videos. And the reason that there are jump cuts is because I'm so scatterbrained, and I always have been, that I fly all over the place. Like, there's so much footage of me edited out, of me being like, no, that's stupid, don't say that, no, don't say that. Okay, wait, what was I talking about? Or me just sitting there going, trying to remember where I was going. But I've just chosen to leave it in because this is the point of this video. Oh, by the way, we're doing the glitter now. So I legitimately don't remember what I was talking about before this. Oh, my eyebrows, that's right. Okay, give me 1 second and I will get back to the eyebrow thing. This is the glitter primer, by the way, what we're doing right now. This is why, like, Mike is my perfect significant other. He gets overloaded really easily. He's like super introverted. And I don't take offense to when he like, I will be talking and he'll just be like, he'll do like the Ross, you know, and I'm just like, oh, sorry, was I doing it again? Oopsie, you know. I don't mean to overload him, but he's like super sweet and super patient, and he's so cool. I can't get this glitter out to save my life. Why? Why won't it? Help! Call the fire brigade! Before this freaking primer just completely dries. Anyway, this is what I did on my eyes on Christmas Eve that I liked. Okay, some of it ended up in the lid. We'll just do that. From one lid to another. Oh, I'm so weird. Okay, so I just kind of did a smattering of glitter on my eyelid on top of the white there. And I kind of liked there was a little bit of fallout. Look at me using beauty guru terms. Fallout. Anyway, what I was going to say before I do this lid was the eyebrow thing. I got this on my last shopping trip, this NYX micro brow pencil. And I want to show you guys. It looks exactly like it looks on the box. It's just this, and one side is the little doodle, and the other side is, you know, obviously the bit that you do with the thing. And I saw how to do it. You know, because you have to look stuff up on YouTube because, you know, God forbid they should tell you how to use the product anywhere on the box. That's another myth I have with these things. So you're supposed to, like, go through and, like, you know, draw little, like, eyebrow hairs, like, with little strokes and, like, shape your eyebrows with this thing. And then you take Fraggle Rock fuzzle side and, you know, you comb it out like that to, like, smooth it or whatever. I tried it a couple of times. Not for me, boy. Not for me. My brows are so thick, like I said, that it doesn't even show up. I mean, I have to, like, and I might as well be using a Sharpie. Like, I can't use this. It's basically a glorified eyeliner. You know, I mean, it's got thin lines, very, very thin lines. And this little doodle, even though it's black, it says it's black. That's not black. I mean, the swatch looks darker on camera than it actually is in real life. Like, it's this very kind of pale light brown, honestly. So this little thing does not penetrate the rainforest that is my eyebrow fur, you know, and I even trimmed them down. So, I mean, it just barely even shows up. It doesn't do anything, really. It's more frustrating and time-consuming than anything else. So I'm sticking with my angle brush and my black eyeshadow because that's, like, literally all I can get to work until I find something better. And no, I don't want you suggesting products because I want this journey to be my own. I do not like advice. I do not like unsolicited advice when it comes to makeup because, again, I want the journey to be my own. And what works for you might not work for me, and I want to find it out by myself. Like, if I ask, like, what products do you guys recommend, that'd be different. But, like, when people come in and they're like, oh yeah, you would look like less of a drag queen if you did it this way. But, you know, yeah, I actually got that comment, and I'm sorry, I found it rude. She's like, I wasn't trying to be rude, not trying to be bitchy, but yeah, it was a little bit bitchy. That's a bitchy thing to say. Telling me to do my eyeshadow different so that I don't look like a drag queen. I don't know how you didn't think that was bitchy, but whatever. So anyway, we are going to do the glitter on the other side now. I hope you guys are enjoying this crazy rambling mess of my personality. What is that? Cat hair? God, cat hair. Teeny tiny bit. I don't know if this is right either, but I don't care. I mean, right? Who's to say what's right? As long as it gets on my eyelid, you know. Is there really a right way to do anything? Okay, there's lots of right ways to do lots of things, but you know, when it comes to makeup, I see people do everything different. I mean, even beauty gurus disagree on the right way to do things. Like I've seen put on your concealer before your foundation, then I've seen no, absolutely put on your concealer after your foundation, then I've seen like, oh, concealer, you don't even need that, oh, something, I don't know. Nobody can agree on anything, so just, you know, do you. This glitter, it will not come out, why? Alright, finally. It's like super snowing here right now, by the way. So I feel like a snow princess. What snow princess would sound like that? One that's been trapped in a cave for 500 years and smokes 20 packs of cigarettes a week. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyeliner, which I swear by the way. This NYX. I had the vinyl before, and this is the matte. I don't honestly see a difference. It seems to be about the same, but I like the matte. I mean, the vinyl is nice too. Like I said, they look about the same. But I gotta lean in for this, so I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. One thing I really don't like at all, is contouring, because I'm really pale. A lot of people are pale, strangely now. It's like people finally got the message that tanning equals cancer, so I really don't like contouring. That's one thing I haven't been able to get into, because to me, it just looks like I smeared some dirt on my face. And that's what other people's contouring looks like to me. It looks like they just were like, okay, dirt. Like, it just looks, I don't know. I mean, I suppose if you do it right, there's that word again, right? Then, you know, it's fine, but I don't know. I don't like it particularly, and I have a fat little face, and I'm proud of my fat little face, so I'm just gonna keep my fat little face and not try to be something that I'm not. So I've got this NYX highlighter stuff, and y'all were like, apply it with your finger, and I'm like, you know what? I will do that. So that's what I've started doing, and it works way better. So thank you guys for that unsolicited tip. It's like the only time I haven't been annoyed by an unsolicited makeup tip.
And do my nose. And do the corners.
Look how pretty that is. Look how shiny it is right there. I'm a princess. So I just do this, you know, I just do this to my droopy eye. And this thing was hard to fit around my eye because, you know, I have small eyes, and it's very difficult to get all my lashes in here because it's like way wider than my eye. Oh God, what happened? So I just do this on my droopy eye. I was so scared of using these things for a long time. I was just like, this is gonna rip all my eyelashes off, and I'm scared. I was just like, what is this contraption? I don't want like a machine next to my eyeball. Like, it was terrifying, so whatever, I'm just gonna do it. Yeah. See, now that I'm all done up with nowhere to go, I feel like I should film another video. I have no idea what to do though. It's like, that's the thing, like, sometimes I feel like filming, but I don't know what. I don't know what to film, hence the random makeup rambling video. Mike is in the next room, and he's probably going crazy from hearing me talk about nothing. So I suppose that going into the new year, I don't typically like to make resolutions because everybody knows that those are just empty promises to yourself, and no one follows through with them. And honestly, if you want to change yourself, just change yourself. You know, you don't have to make it a New Year's resolution. You know, just do it, you know? It should be like a life choice, not a New Year's resolution. So I don't like to do that. But if I had to say anything that I'm gonna do in the new year, it's to be more myself on my channels. I mean, I already am, but I don't know. There's still parts of me, you know, that I hold back. I mean, everybody does, but it's like this, for example. I wasn't worried about how long this video was. I wasn't worried about what I was talking about. I certainly didn't script it. I wasn't worried about seeming too chatty or too awkward or too random. You know, I wasn't worried about my makeup. I'm just like doing what I do. I wasn't worried about what people are gonna think. Are people gonna like this video? It's like, you know what? I wanna do this video and I'm gonna put it out there. And if like 80 people watch it, fine. If 8 people watch it, fine. If 8,000 people watch it, fine. I don't care. You know, so it's kind of more along the lines of that. It's like, I'm just gonna not worry about it because what's to worry about? You know, it's a freaking YouTube channel. It's not like, you know, I don't know what to compare it to, but I just feel like there's too much forced content out there. There's too much forced personality. Too many people thinking that they have to do a certain thing and they have to do it a certain way and it has to garner this much attention. And I've never subscribed to that because I'm just me. And I'm not trying to force people to like me. If you don't like me, you don't. It's fine. You don't have to. I mean, you know, I'm just one person in this big old world. So, like, it makes no difference to me whether a bunch of random strangers on the internet don't like me. But the people who do like me, like, that's pretty freaking cool, you know? That's awesome, because then I can make the videos for you guys, and we can hang out. It feels like we're hanging out, and, like, I can share this with you, and maybe some piece of it can inspire you somehow. I don't know. It's just fun. I've just always liked to record myself being stupid. I don't know why. And then I kind of got pigeonholed into that whole like goth thing, which I didn't like, and I've never really talked about that. And I still kind of don't want to talk about it because I'm loath to bring up that word, but a lot of my viewers came for that content, and then they got surprised and disappointed and upset when I didn't continue down that path. And it's like, well, that's not who I am. I just like, you know, fit into that for a little bit, and I just want to talk about it for a little bit. And then I was afraid to, you know, be anything but that because I didn't want to get yelled at. I've had enough of that in my life, getting yelled at for who I really am, and I don't appreciate it. But now I'm in this place where I'm just like, whatever, I don't care. Because I'm me, and what you say about me to my face or behind my back, at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything. I'm still going to be me, you know. So if you have a problem with it, you know, that's your problem, you know what I mean? So I just here to do my thing, and if you're here and you're still watching this mammothly, epic, stupid of a video, then round of applause for you. So yeah, I just want to do more sort of like hangy outy casual videos because it's too much pressure to like do the constructed types of videos, and I just don't like it. It's like YouTube just turned into this big cesspool of, well, things that you find in a cesspool. I don't want to be a part of that because it's just not who I am. I don't care. I'm not here for views. I'm not here for money. I mean, it's nice to have the support, but it's not why I make the videos. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just, if I get inspired by something, I'll make a video about it. If I have an idea or a thought, I'll make a video about it. It's just, you know, yeah, that's simple. So I've yammered for way too long now. My makeup's done, and I will find something to do now, I suppose. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope everybody has a blessed new year. Take care.